I've said it before, and I will advise Labour Party, since I'm an obedient member, that we should forget about Wike. Wike is using us to gain prominence in PDP. Because the more we continue to tweet and make noise about Wike in the public, the more PDP feels that there's a need to negotiate with him. And the more they feel that he has something to bring, not that he doesn't have something to bring to the table. Wike has a lot to bring to the table, especially that wealth, that money in River State coffer. He can bring so much to it. Just as the way Amechi brought so much, or just as the way Wike has brought so much to the politics in terms of PDP financing. That is the money that PDP is after. Their interest is, let him not use that money to fight Atiku's ambition. Because if you use that money to fight Atiku's ambition, it will be disastrous for Atiku. At this point in time, it's already disastrous. It's looking like it's looking like a 60-40 chance. How much more you now have the kind of money that Wike controls and now put it in one party, which of course it cannot be APC. Because he cannot sell APC candidates in River State. That is the truth. He cannot. Nobody will answer him. He can also, it will be difficult to sell an Atiku candidacy in River State. It will be very difficult. The candidacy that is selling right now in River State is Labour Party, is Peter Obi. That is the candidate. From Bonny to Port Harcourt, from Port Harcourt to Andoni, from Andoni to Buguma, from Buguma to Auda, and all around, it is Peter Obi candidacy that is selling. And if I'm in his shoes and I want to leave PDP for whatever reason, that is where I went to. Because that is what the people are agitating for. Most of his followers who are even campaigning for his candidate right now, see him in Rivers State, they are all agitating for Peter Obi. Because he's a better candidate. He's a better candidate. He's a more competent candidate. He's a more organized candidate. He's a more competent candidate. Anytime, any day. So I don't know what is Wike's problem. If he wants to leave the PDP, he should leave immediately. But he shouldn't expect that there will be a preferential treatment for him in Labour Party. He should just come and stay at the back.
I've had many times when I joined this channel, of course, everybody is speaking very excellently about Peter Obi and the need of Peter Obi becoming the president of Nigeria. That narrative is not selling in the North. There are three sections in Nigeria is divided into 6 geopolitical zones. And for you to win this election, I think the candidate that will win the majority of all the zones, including the North zone and the Southern zone, is the possible candidate to win the election. For example, in the northern part of Nigeria, Labour Party is not there. Most local government, you go there, when you ask for Labour Party, they don't even have any structure. Some few people who are familiar with this thing, they will just, in the state capital, they put Labour Party. But I'll tell you, the deep northern state, they don't even know. And, you know, this is one of the things that will also do. And then the representation of Labour Party in terms of the National Assembly candidates is also another thing. You know, I always believe that there was a missed opportunity when Peter Obi went to Labour Party. I don't know why they didn't consider someone like Shekaro, who is among the northern governors, one of those who doesn't have any baggage with EFCC, and is somebody that is also very influential in the north, to pick him as even as a vice president. But I'm not saying that the current vice president is not a good candidate. He's actually a very good candidate, but he's not known in the north. He cannot speak to influence the northerners. So I can tell you that right now, in as much as we want to say so many things, the mind of the North is not thinking towards voting for Peter Obi, unfortunately. That is one thing that is truthful. That is the real thing. The reality on the ground is not, I'm not against the candidacy of what you call Peter Obi, but that's the truth. And the truth is somehow bitter to some of us, and we have to come up with that very particular reality. And it's not only to, and you can't blame the common northerner who is not thinking of voting Peter Obi or do not even know the influence of Peter Obi, because the party itself have not done anything. When the Labour Party got the opportunity of exciting candidate like Peter Obi, what the Labour Party needs to do is to have start registration ward level, every ward, to reject the party, ensure that you have executive at every ward level. In every local government, in every ward, you have a chairman, vice chairman, women, youth. That is what we are talking about, the structure.